If you remember my June balcony garden tour, one task which was pending for me to do was giving some of my veggies support to climb on. About a month back, I gave my cucumber a small trellis. Staying in an apartment, I don't have the luxury of space, so the only way for me to let such creepers and climbers grow is to use the vertical space. I'll also show you an update of how it is doing after 1 month. It is already too late to give my cucumbers some support, as you see here. Providing trellis for my veggies is one thing that I procrastinate every year. It is always better to give them the trellis as soon as we transplant them to the final pot, so that the plant itself can climb onto it. Now they are clinging on to whatever they can find on their way, which is not a bad thing, but I want to give proper space for them to grow. It is actually holding on to the coriander plant that is growing in this pot. I'm going to remove them first. I'm also removing all the temporary support that is already present on the plant. If you have been following me on Instagram, you might know that I had a makeshift greenhouse on my balcony, mainly to protect the perennials from the harsh frost during the winters. I also used it to grow my vegetable seedlings this year. In the month of May, I had removed this greenhouse from the balcony. But I wanted to make use of these wire nets or mesh to make a trellis. So that is what I'll be using to support my cucumbers. For this trellis, I'll be using 2 bamboo sticks which will be inserted into the soil. The wire mesh will be tied onto these bamboo sticks. So this is how it looks on one side. Likewise, we'll make it for the other side too. The 2 sides are now completed. I'm also securing these wire nets to the soil using these wire hoops by inserting them into the soil. To connect these 2 side units on the top, I'll be adding a smaller mesh with these curved edges so that they can sit on the other ones pretty well. I'm also securing it to the side nets so that they don't fly off during the winds. The next task would be to train the cucumbers onto this trellis. I'm gently picking each cucumber and pulling either the leaf into the wire net, or if you notice a cucumber, each node has a leaf, a flower and a climber or a trellis thing with which it can hold on to something. So I'm using this to tie the cucumber onto the trellis. Within few days it will hold on to the support tightly. So you see, to attach a cucumber onto a trellis, you don't even need an extra tie. because the plant already has it. However, some of my cucumbers are young and have not started to put out these vines, so I'll be using some ties to make them hold on to the trellis system. These cucumber vines are bigger than the other ones as they were sown in the month of May and the others were sown in the month of June. Since they are big, I'm using a cable binder to secure it to the trellis system. That is how I gave my cucumber support this year. If they outgrow this one, my idea is to use one more set of wire mesh and increase the height of it. And this is the trellis after 1 month. Look how beautifully it has covered the whole trellis system. And the first cucumbers are on their way. As you can see, they are slowly outgrowing the height. As expected, I might have to use more mesh nets to support them. You don't always have to buy stuffs for installing something new in your garden. Just look around to see what you can reuse. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next. Bye and take care.